Welcome back to the lab with Leo. There's all sorts of things you can do on the web these days, and it seems like one of the most natural, obvious things would be to make buying and selling homes a lot easier. Jonathan Lyon, I think you had that idea. He's the co-founder and CEO of My Real Place. Welcome, Jonathan. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Surprisingly, though, I mean, we've had the web for 20 years now. There hasn't been a lot of really good, useful stuff on the web for realtors.
That's right. Yeah.
What's been out? I mean, MLS went online early, yeah?
MLS, but I think that was very much a closed environment for realtors to exchange information.
They didn't want customers.
Not really, but then they evolved and opened up the walled garden to allow consumers in, but still very much fixed in a Web 1 world and didn't really have the features that really allowed them to engage with
Can we see what it looks like right now? MLS,
sure.
Yeah. I think part of the problem was that realtors have taken a while to get used to this idea. They don't like the idea of customers having too much information, do they?
That's right. That's right. So as you can see, to search is quite cumbersome. You know, they do have mapping technology, if you can call it that. But you basically have to navigate to every area that you want to go into and drill down, and then you've got to then select your area, keep going down. You know, it's about 20 clicks away from finding a property, and even then you can't be sure that you'll actually find something.
It's pretty clear it's also based on their old MLS software that they've been using for years. That was never designed for customers, only designed for realtors.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is there anybody else out there who's...
There's Realty Link, which is the Real Estate Board of Greater Vancouver's own offering, but again, just very much the same. Old technology, doesn't allow any level of interaction, just very simple searching. A new player in the market is househunting.ca, which is part of CanWest, and they're a little bit better in some ways, where they have mapping technology brought through from MapQuest, and they do show pictures and have a lot more detail, but it's advertising supported. It doesn't have the same level of community feel, which we've tried to create with My Real Place.
So you saw these three sites and whatever else is out there, and you thought it could be done better. What was it that you felt was missing?
A sense of community, social media, being able to interact with a realtor or any other professional. From my point of view, I looked at when you're buying a house, you have to engage with everything from a realtor, mortgage broker, insurance broker, even down to a contractor once you've bought your place. Bring everybody together in one place and allow the tools to be able to engage with those professionals on your own terms.
So you're looking at MySpace and Facebook and saying, why can't we bring that kind of community into this specialized area?
Exactly. So, for instance, on our site, myrealplace.com, what you have is the opportunity to ask a question of any of the professionals that are on there in your own terms, and not only get one answer back from one professional, but from every single person that's on the site, including your peers as well, other consumers. So if we go to the Ask the Community section.
How did realtors react to this? I mean, we spoke earlier about how some of their resistance, the realtors use a term called disintermediation, which is the idea that we're a middleman, and if you've got the internet bringing buyers and sellers together, what do we do? Are they getting used to the idea that that's the way it is?
Definitely. I think they see the opportunity to actually engage with consumers in a different way. If you look at this from this example, like there are 3 million unique visitors to MLS each month. In August alone, there were 40,000 properties sold.
Wow.
So that gives a ratio of 75 to 1. There's 75 people browsing in the marketplace.
For everyone that buys.
For everyone that buys. Yeah. So that actually shows that people are interested. But as a realtor, how do you actually engage with those people beyond a listing?
So your customers are already going to be doing this. So how do I put myself in there and add value to what is right now just a straight transaction that's not working very well?
It's answering questions from our consumers. We have nearly 4,000 consumers now who've registered on the site who are looking to buy or sell.
Is it free as a buyer?
Absolutely free.
How about for the seller or the realtor?
For the realtors or any other professionals on there, we charge them just $10 a month.
But it makes sense. I mean, look what they spend right now for prospects to advertise, to put your name out there. Yeah. It seems like you'd want to appear. What regions does this cover?
We're currently just focused on Greater Vancouver just to get the proof of concept right.
Do you see it growing Canada-wide and even worldwide?
We're already talking to other real estate boards in other territories, and that will happen before Christmas. That will be moving out beyond here.
You have to get their cooperation?
Yes, we do, unfortunately.
They're holding on tight. But this is like a lot of industries where the world is changing. The industries they know how to do it the way they know how to do it. Yeah. They're reluctant. Yeah. How do you convince them that this is the future?
Just by delivering leads for them ultimately.
If they make money on it, they're going to be happy.
That's it. Yeah. And you know,
I don't think you have to convince consumers. We know this is better for us.
Yeah.
More information for a house buyer or even a seller means a better experience.
One of the key things, Leo, is as a consumer, when people register, they tell us whether they're a first-time buyer, when they're looking to buy, when are they looking to sell, are they already working with a realtor, have they got a pre-approved mortgage, and so all of that information is tracked throughout their experience on the site. So if they're searching for a listing and they click on a listing, the realtor will be alerted to that and they'll know exactly who it is. And then if that consumer has said, I'd like to be contacted by a realtor,
they will.
But
they don't have to. You can say, I don't want to know.
And but they already have that information as to who they are and what status they have at the moment.
Give us a mini tour here. I'd like to see it.
One of the key drivers for the site is obviously its listings. So we have over 20,000 listings on the site.
That's a great start, boy. Wow.
We have very great use of Google mapping technology, so I can highlight without clicking
that's nice.
Any given property. I can also navigate using this here, and it will show me exactly where that is on the map. I've got a standard kind of drop-down menu here where I can choose any given area. The other key thing on here is just show you some of the features. You can search by MLS number, you may already know that. You can search for any part of the address. You might want to look at a particular street or a building name and see if there's any properties available. One of the widely used features is this budget. As a first-time buyer, most people have a very fixed idea of what they can spend. But so here I can say, okay, I want to look at my budget is 250,000. And search, and then
it'll just limit it right down to that.
Yeah, it'll just look in any area at any type of property. So it gives an affordability. What can I buy for my money?
I have to say, as a lister or a realtor, these are the kinds of tools you want, because people might drive by a listing and say, "Oh, I got to call that," but there's a barrier to doing that. If you can make it easy, do it on the net and get that information quickly.
75% of buyers go online first. So this is
do they really? Wow.
Before anything else. And that's one of the key things, is that we've got over 4,000 realtors on there. So it allows you to search for them, find out a little bit about them because of their profile. But I'll just show you some of the...
And even see other customers and references, right? Because there's message boards and all that.
I mean, one of the key things here, I can save my search. I've got a fixed idea, so I can save whatever search I've put in there. And any new properties that come onto the market will automatically be alerted to me by email. But let's just say, look at a particular property. If I click on that, then I get more detail from that. It shows me where it is on the map. This happens just to have one picture, a brief description. I can send this listing to a friend. I can save it. It gives me the MLS number, the top line level details.
You can see who the realtor is and all of that.
I see the realtor, and I also see here that he's got 5 other listings. So I can click on it. It doesn't happen to have his picture uploaded. So
he's got to get to work on that. Come on, Tammy.
So here, what it will tell me of those listings, of which so he's got 9, it tells me where his listings are, the average price, the type of property, and where they are. I can click on there and it will just filter his listings into that particular area.
Information is power, both for consumers and really for realtors, and I think that's the key message. If you're in business, these are the kinds of tools you really need to use to join the modern world. Jonathan Lyon, I wish you all the best. It looks like a great site. Is it myrealplace.com?
Myrealplace.com, yeah.
Okay, myrealplace.com. If you want to know more, you can also go to our website, thelabwithleo.com, and we've got details. Good luck, Jonathan. It looks like you got a hit on your hands. I think that's a great idea. Really, really good idea. All right, more of your calls coming up in just a bit. Lab with Leo continues.